Amalga-Maniacs, and welcome to your next installment of Amalga-Forum. We have a special guest tonight, Mr. Matt Burns, producer, event promoter, actor.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
The man does it all. He's a quintuplet threat right here, you know?
I don't know about all that.
He does the best he can.
Thank you. Yeah, we all doing the best we can out
All
here.
right,
Exactly.
cool.
We all doing the best we can out here.
So, production-wise, what is some of the work that you've done?
Well, I helped produce a low-budget horror flick, horror comedy called Bigfoot. It's on Absurd Productions Pictures. An old buddy of mine, Mark, actually got a hold of me to do it.
Right.
I actually star in it as well as an actor. It's a 3-part series. It's a 2-part comedy, 1-part horror. We had some cool people in it. We have like Jim Crut from the original Dawn of the Dead, Helicopter Zombie.
Nice.
We have Kent Wagner and Sonia Thompson. Both have been in many things down in Atlanta. The Walking Dead, both of them. Kent was in Goosebumps 2. He was the pirate. He was the pirate from Goosebumps 2,
Okay.
and I'm actually helping him produce a movie. Hopefully, we'll be able to get it together next year. A movie called a horror flick called The Devil's Den, which we're actually going for a lot bigger budget, a lot better quality. You know,
Okay.
but no, Bigfoot was a lot of fun to make. We had the Amos brothers, a great horror effects team. Did a lot of special effects work for that, and it was fantastic. So, like, we got always have things coming up. You know, we always got to try to stay busy. You know.
So on Bigfoot, where would I be able to find a copy of that?
You can find it on our website, absurdproductionspictures.com, all one word, no spaces or dashes, absurdproductionspictures.com, or you can also find it on Amazon. We also are selling copies of the DVD on Amazon, so be on the lookout for that. I mean, we set up at local conventions. Matter of fact, we just got back from the Virginia Bigfoot Conference,
Whoa.
which was a lot of neat, which was really interesting. I tell you, it's really interesting how like these people are always like trying to debunk all the Bigfoot theories and
Right.
just basically practically assume that. Because we're still not even sure if that exists or not.
If it doesn't, I remember the movie. I know all you '80s babies out there are gonna remember this one, Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons, yeah. Now the comedy parts of Bigfoot are pretty similar to that.
Okay.
It's very, very tongue in cheek. I mean, the Bigfoots are going to therapy.
Oh, okay.
They're basically like humans, only in Bigfoot. They're in group therapy sessions.
But I remember that movie standing out to me, and it made. Because I remember, obviously, growing up, all the urban legends were cool as kids back then. But
the legend of Boggy Creek was a big one. From the 70s. From the 70s, of course.
But when I remember seeing that movie, I remember Bigfoot just being this very interesting thing, and I started to read up on the lore and stuff.
These people. There's like a few hundred people, and all of them were giving speeches and showing slideshows of the evidence they found. It was great. It was like Daniel Benoit puts it on. He's a great guy.
Where's my invitation to these?
Yeah, you just met me today.
So all right, good. So next time I'm going, I go with you.
Next year. It was a fantastic, a great venue down in Waynesboro, Virginia. It was a nice Best Western. It was a great location, right there on where 81 and 64 interstates meet. So it was nice.
I am for it. Let me know next year.
We will definitely. We'll enter the group and everything like that, so you can listen to these folks talk. Because it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Now, this being Amalga-Forum, we like to ask a couple of questions, getting to know you questions. Your fan. Well, where are you from originally?
I grew up in this area, the Hagerstown, Maryland area, Orangeburg, West Virginia, around that way, and I also have roots in Cumberland, Maryland too.
Nice.
So I've been around this area practically pretty much my whole life.
Okay, producing. When did you know this was what you were gonna do? When did you know this?
Well, it still don't pay the bills. I started producing punk rock shows for my band when I was 18 years old. I'm 36 now. It was 18 years ago. I just thought, you know what? Nobody was doing the kind of music or the kind of things that I liked. So I just thought, you know what? Why don't I just do it myself? It was just kind of like, why don't I rent the hall and pick the bands and be in kind of be in charge, which has its pros and cons, obviously. Pros and cons. I did that for many years. And then eventually got into like the horror convention. I always loved horror movies since I was a kid, and we started doing things like that. Started kind of meshing the two together and whatnot. So
all right. So your fandom. obviously is horror or based in horror.
Based in horror. I mean,
what was your first horror love? What really introduced you into the genre? Where you were like, okay, this is what I'd like to see. This is what
I used to watch all the old black and white flicks with my dad. I used to watch like Night of the Living Dead, Plan 9 from Outer Space, you know, the Sadist, you know, all those original flicks when I was a kid. He'd let me watch those. Maximum Overdrive was the trucks. I was gonna say, yeah, those fantastic. And I mean, you know, it's just all those kind of things. I mean, I tell you, I saw when I was a kid. Now I wasn't supposed to be watching this, and but I mean, I saw Hellraiser. My parents watched that. They thought I was asleep.
That was a good one.
And that movie, I could not tell them about my nightmares for about a year there because they knew I watched it.
You were supposed to watch it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, yeah, no, but I mean, I think it was right around that time. I was like, you know what, this is really great, and I definitely want this to be a part of my life. You know,
nice. Now, 4th State Comic-Con. Tell us a little something about that.
Well, I mean, I helped find that in 2016. It was originally the original venue was the Cosmic Skate and Play, which is no longer there in Waynesboro. The skating rink, Waynesboro, Pennsylvania.
Right across from Michael Fishing.
Yep, at the Red Run. The Red Run. You know, at the Red Run Park, right across the street. And now it's an antique place. It's like an antique mall.
Oh, okay.
It's like a flea market-y type place.
Nice.
But yeah, so me and a buddy of mine ran a shop right next door to it. A guy named Craig Bumbaugh. And we were sitting in the shop one night. We were talking about, you know, I'd already done a couple like small horror conventions and whatnot. And we were thinking, you know, what could we do to get more business to his shop and whatnot? And then we were thinking, we're like, wait a minute. I mean, you know, instead of just getting 2 or 3 people and maybe a couple tables in his shop, which was fairly good size, we're like, you know, what's up with that skating rink next door? At the time I was like, I've never seen anybody there. I'd say, what's going on with it? So me and Craig walked over, and the guy Todd Scott, who owned the place, just happened to be there, and then the rest is kind of history. I mean, and now I no longer run 4th State. The guys from John Nizzer and Andrew Melius from Comics World in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
They run 4th State now, which is kind of. They're doing a show in Harrisburg in September, but I'm not sure how it's going to go because we just lost Hager Hall. I don't know if you heard about that. They shut that down.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to the last one they had.
I was gonna say Hager Hall, and unfortunately, Hager Hall is closed. They closed the whole complex, the bar, the nightclub, the place, everything.
Wow.
It's all gone. I don't know what happened. Just seemed like overnight, bam, gone. I don't know what happened there, but so you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully we can still have a show in Hagerstown because it did get a really good response. So.
Okay, and you know what? The reason why I wanted to, or the reason why I brought that up. Outside of it being an interesting point about you, I think that's important what you guys did. I mean, obviously it started as kind of a why not idea.
It was a total shot in the dark.
But the reasoning behind it, you know, to give the fans and the people who, you know, enjoy Comic-Cons and enjoy these different type of genres, you know, a chance to, you know, meet and greet and swap goods and stuff like that. That's important, you know, for people that don't have access to the larger cities and, you know, can have to travel and all that.
Absolutely. And I mean, those big city cons are expensive.
They really are. I went to the one in Baltimore.
Baltimore was like $50 just to get in the door.
Yeah, and that's
before you get there. And we don't not counting the gas, the parking, the eating. I mean, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even go to those kind of shows really anymore because they're just so expensive.
No, and I understand. I understand completely. That's why I said I think it's very important, you know, that someone, even though, you know, it was more of a just why not kind of thing, it's still, you know, nice that you guys, you know, at least put the effort out to make that happen.
Oh, for
gave
sure.
everyone a
and I mean, like I said, and a lot of people really have followed it since the beginning, which is fantastic. It's
I've been twice now too.
Yeah.
I went to Hager's Hall the first one. There was another one. I can't remember. It was a 4th State Comic-Con. I can't remember if it was in West Virginia. Maybe the library or something. Or we were. You're probably talking about the Hagerstown Library, like downtown.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's not us. The library puts that on. It's a fun little show.
Yeah.
I like that show mainly because it's free to get in, and that's what gets kids into it. You know what I mean? It seems like there's a lot of families, a lot of smaller kids or whatever. They can't. I mean, because their family's not going to take them to 4th State because again, they're going to get bored after an hour.
And
they got to pay money
for
to get
4 or 6-year-olds in there.
Yeah, they run around, you know, breaking stuff. And the vendors are mad and everything. But I mean, I love that show because it gets the kids into the fandom and the culture, you know. And then by the time they're 12 or 13, they want to come to the cosplay. They want to like comics. Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. it's a great way to break people in. I could not agree more.
All right. And some of your other fandoms, other than horror, what are some of the other fandoms that are you into? Maybe anime or something?
Oh, I mean, anime. I gotta say, never was a huge anime fan. Again, a lot of people love it. I know this. That's kind of what this show is all about, or whatever. And I'm not gonna pretend that I know anything about it because I really don't.
That's okay.
As I said, yeah. I like the superhero stuff. I've always been more about like the vigilantes, like Batman, the Punisher, Ghost Rider. Those are more my kind of guys. I do the comics over at Second and Charles over here in Hagerstown. I actually work over there a couple times a week part time, and so I know so does a buddy of ours, a mutual friend of ours. That's how we met, Jordan Smith. He works over there as well. And it's always a lot of fun to go through all the comics and see what people bring in, because I always like, my favorite era of comics is the Bronze Age. I love those old covers like. I was gonna say, and a guy actually I've gotten to know, and he's actually been to Four State quite a few times. Ron Wilson, who was a very, very big innovator. He's from Baltimore, actually.
Is he really?
Yeah, Ron is a hell of a guy, really great guy. I love working with him. And same with there's another artist I'm good friends with, a guy by the name of Rusty Gilligan, who is also an older comic book artist. Started out as a child actor, and then got into comics and whatnot. So it's but again, I love of course I grew up in the 80s kids. So I grew up with
babies.
80s babies. That's what I said. Absolutely, with the GI Joes and the
you see Optimus Prime now.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's awesome. Of course, the cartoons. When we were kids, like the X-Men '90s cartoons, Fantastic Four cartoon, which was fantastic. Like I said, I wish they'd get the Fantastic Four right for once. Don't you?
Oh man,
it's
so funny. I was just actually talking to a group member about this in general. I said, with this whole Avengers saga being over, and Marvel's done their 7 Spider-Man movies, 10, 12 Avenger movies,
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not one Moon Knight movie, not one great Fantastic Four movie. Like, these are some of the more cornerstone characters of Marvel. Like, let's use them.
Daredevil had a good TV show, but his movie bombed. Electra's movie bombed. What are some of the other, Green Lantern? That's
right.
Well, DC, they just haven't been able to get their stuff right.
I hope they take a nice hiatus.
Just come back with some better stuff. Don't get me wrong. I actually didn't mind the DCEU. I'm one of the people.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't what you expected.
It's more of a guilty pleasure, but I enjoyed the Justice League movie. It's almost more of a guilty pleasure, though.
Not something we tell everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of a guilty pleasure.
Me too. You get to see Superman come back from the dead and everything.
It was a good storyline. I think they're right. And Zack Snyder said the original cut of that was like 3 hours and over 3 hours long.
There's a rumored Snyder cut that is in circulation.
It's like 3.5. Just like the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie he made on like $1 million in the early 90s.
I remember that.
Yeah, I have one. I shouldn't be saying that. Right. I have a bootleg copy of that movie. And they actually made. If you go on like Facebook and whatnot, they actually made a documentary about that movie called Doomed. It's like Doomed. The story of the untold story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four. Hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, we'll be screening that at Second and Charles this summer.
Nice.
So we don't have a date or anything yet, but hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, we'll be able to screen that, because a lot of people I think would be really interested in that story.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Oh yeah, you'll be there. I'll be there. It's fantastic. I always enjoyed that movie. I thought it was one. I love that movie. And
it was a pretty good out of all the other ones.
Another comic book movie that didn't get any credit, which I thought was really good, was Jonah Hex. The one with Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin was in it.
Yeah, and John Malkovich was the bad guy. Great cast.
Josh Brolin he cannot do anything wrong.
Yeah, the movie was fantastic. I think people have. It recently had a run on HBO. And I think people have realized how good that movie was.
No, I definitely saw that one too.
I think it was 25 minutes. So what?
Right. Most movies supposed to be.
It's like 90 minutes. It's supposed to be right. And not every movie can be Avengers Endgame.
Right. Exactly.
3 hours long. It's just and also, they just don't like the dark characters. Remember, they canned Venom when it first came out. Venom was a fantastic movie.
And Blade. They
gave
him the 3, the 3 movies.
The trilogy or whatever.
Why not revamp that character? It's such a great character that you can do so much with in Marvel. You get this like Ghost Rider in there.
Yeah, I mean Ghost Rider. I mean, well, of course, I mean the second one. I mean, the first Ghost Rider with Nick Cage actually like that one.
Me too. I thought it was.
But I mean the second one was god awful.
I mean, well, it was that second, sophomore jinx.
It went straight off the rails. I remember. I think they just didn't want to put me. You know, I think they were. Because I mean, the first one had a great cast. Had Peter Fonda and Sam Elliott. I mean, it's just so great.
Here's another one. Matter of fact, since we talked about guilty pleasures and movies from past, the first Punisher with Tom Jane.
Oh, fantastic!
I liked it.
I loved it.
I really liked it. Like I felt like I was watching the Punisher.
As I said, no, it was fantastic. Tom Jane's a great, underrated actor. Very
agreed.
He's in a great horror flick called The Veil, where he basically plays almost like a Jim Jones type character. He's like a culty. The Veil. The Veil. Yeah, okay. With Tom Jane. It has the other big name in it is is Jessica Alba was also, which I think that's the reason why a lot of people didn't take it serious. I mean, it's hard to take her serious.
Yeah, it is. Especially after she destroyed Invisible.
Oh yeah, Invisible. Not good. And of course, what's funny, Chris Evans was the Human Torch, then he became Captain America. Which
I like that too. A lot of people didn't. They remembered those movies, the Fantastic Four movies, but I always saw him as the Human Torch at first until I actually saw Captain America First Avenger, and I was like, wow.
And he did. I mean, he did good with both. I
believed him as Johnny Storm.
That cocky kind of way.
It shows the range for him.
Actually,
he can do both sides. Yeah, I saw a movie with him and Keanu Reeves, and they were like cops. And I was like, I didn't know this dude can play this kind of role. Like, he was like very intense and.
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of those guys like him and Downey, they were done with it. They're like, we had it. We want to do something else. I mean, as I said, which makes perfect sense. I mean, so.
Okay, well, upcoming. Now that the summer's here, are there any events we can look to find you? Stuff you got going on?
Yes. There is an event coming up in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania called Creature Feature Weekend.
Okay.
Mostly dedicated to horror, of course, but some pop culture in there as well. The big thing is we actually have both the Frog Brothers from the Lost Boys going to be there.
Get out of here! Corey Haim's going to be there.
No, Corey Feldman. Corey Haim's been dead for quite some time. Okay. But it's going to be Corey Feldman's going to be there, and his brother. He died like 10 years ago, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, he passed away a while. But he had problems, unfortunately. But I mean, him and the other Frog brother, Jameson Newlander, is going to be there. And I mean, some of the other guests that we're talking about, we have Tom Woodruff, who was the cast model for Alien. Okay. He was the xenomorph in Alien, and a lot of other creatures. Well, again, that's kind of what this
we got a xenomorph battle in the group like at least twice a month.
Oh yeah, well I mean, Tom Woodruff was a legendary creature actor and whatnot. I mean, he's right up there with Doug Jones almost when it comes to creature acting. And let's see, I mean, we got. Speaking of Lost Boys, we have Tim Capello, the sax player. And he's actually going to be playing a set too with the sax.
I need my invitation. How do I get my hands on an invitation?
CreatureFeatureWeekend.com. It's all one word. CreatureFeatureWeekend.com, and you can check it out. We got Alex Vincent, the Andy Barclay from Child's Play. I'm
definitely gonna show
Walter Phelan, who is Dr. Satan and House with House and Nice. A lot of cool stuff there.
Okay,
so Creature Feature Weekend on Facebook, Instagram, on all those.
Around when is this going to be going on?
It's Labor Day weekend in Gettysburg. We're going to have they're having like a Ouija board museum going to be set up there. Telling the history of Ouija boards. We got like a lot of cool interactive stuff. And I mean, and right next door to the venue is the Wyndham in Gettysburg. Right next door is the huge film festival. And Bigfoot will be playing on the big screen actually.
Okay, now Amalga-Mania is going to be there to get a sound bite.
So I mean, you guys can riff on Bigfoot like that because Bigfoot is definitely an Ed Wood type Conrad Brooks type movie. So I mean, it'd be fun. It's always a fun riff movie, and we don't mind if you do that. I mean,
we're definitely going to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can riff on it all you want. I mean, hey, it's just, look where it got Ed Wood. It got him, cult status. Because everybody couldn't stand the movie. But yeah, there's that. And what are some other things coming up? We got some. We got some. I mean, we got a lot of things. I mean, the Hagerstown Library Con. I think it's going to be on August 3rd.
Okay.
So that's a nice free event for the whole family. For in downtown Hagerstown.
As a matter of fact, the president of our group, Miss Taryn Barber, is going to. I think she's going to be there doing face painting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's I guess she's friends with one of the organizers. And she's going to be there doing a face painting booth. So I'm definitely going to be.
Oh yeah, that's always a fun little show. And the same weekend actually. I hate that sucks that it's the same weekend, but they're having a big Harry Potter Wizarding Festival in Wadesboro, PA. It's either Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Can't remember which, but Main Street Waynesboro is putting it on. It's the Waynesboro Wizarding Festival, so that's pretty cool.
So we're gonna have to check that out.
And also I also help out the local ball team, the Hagerstown Suns. And July 20th, we have I don't know. Do you guys have wrestling fans on here? Do you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say yeah. Well,
Damon Robinson.
I was gonna say yeah. Well, I was gonna say well, this is for you. The Hagerstown Suns game, July 20th. We're gonna have a Legends of Wrestling night, and none other than the second longest reigning champion of all time, Bob Backlund's going to be in attendance.
Bob Backlund's going to be in attendance.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so he'll be there signing autographs and everything. That's something you don't want to miss because he's been around a long time, and like I said again, legendary Hall of Famer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember. Everybody remembers the towel and get thrown
in the backbreaker.
Yeah, when Iron Sheik was
the ring.
The towel.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, as I said,
nice.
So yeah, that's gonna be a great time. So yeah,
well, I'm gonna get me some autographs. I'm gonna be at these events. I hope you guys are going to be at these events because I hear a lot of nice.
It's gonna be some great times. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Amalga-Forum. Please, my special guest, Matt Burns. You can find him again.
You can just find me online. Just look me up on Facebook or whatever. I really don't have a page I post on yet. I'm working on that. Like I said, yeah, and AbsurdProductionspictures.com is the film company I usually work with. Got a few other. We actually have I was gonna say I know we're kind of wrapping this up, but I have one more quick thing. Yeah, we're gonna be doing our next movie, the 10th movie from Absurd Productions Pictures, is gonna be a full-length feature paranormal horror flick called Remnants, which we got some great people on board with that. It's going to be mostly filmed in downtown Gettysburg at an actual haunted inn. So it's going to be really exciting. We have Monique Dupree from Trauma and TNA Wrestling actually already on board. Got a lot of great people going to be involved with that. So it's good. So keep an eye on that. We have a teaser trailer up on the website, so check that out.
Nice. And do you mind if we share some of your information into the group?
Share it all.
Nice.
Just not my credit. Well, if you guys want my credit card debt, please. Share away, please.
Absolutely. We'll make sure to share some information in the group, so be looking out not only in the comments below. You will get some links to not only where you can find some of his movies, but where some of these events are going to be.
Absolutely. We'll make sure you link all that. I'll make sure you link all that up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And thank you guys again for joining us. And this has been Amalga-Forum with the boy wonderful Ian Wallace and my special guest Matt Burns.
Thank you guys for having me. I can't wait to see what you guys are up to, because again, I'm kind of new to this, but it's really great to have something like this here in the 4-state.
We definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You guys have a good night.